Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It's time for more workers and resources. I'm Neos Kelvin. So the farming is kind of going okay. I don't know. Like, we've got the synthetic fertilizer factory running at full capacity. The composting plant, unfortunately, just kind of ran out of compost. Not entirely sure. I still actually have, like, these dumps full, but like it's pretty clear to me at this point my production just isn't there to like actually supply and sustain this, so I'm kind of just thinking about what I need to do. And I guess the first order of business on that front is I need to plan out a distribution hub. It's pretty clear I'm gonna need one. Yeah, here should probably be fine. Alright. So yeah, I'm going to get one of those going. And this distribution hub is going to start picking up fertilizer and distributing it to my farms, including this farm over here, which I hope to actually get functional soon. How comes that railway anyway? Well, I mean, it's getting there. Oh good, this one's actually assigned now. Yeah, I mean, like, the railway and infrastructure is getting built. It's just a little bit slow. Speaking of slow, let's speed things up, shall we? And our uranium conversion plant has been working pretty good so far. I've been happy with it. It's earning us lots of money. And it's really making me take, like, getting a nuclear reactor a little bit more serious. You know? Like, I definitely still need a nuclear fuel fabrication facility. And I think we can, like, work with this. I think. It's kind of tough to tell. It might be better if... Ooh, yeah, there's actually just a giant mountain here. Whew, yeah, it's gonna be tough to actually place this thing down. It is pretty massive. And unfortunately, I don't think I can do bulldozing out here. Yeah. I could set up a construction office and literally just bulldoze this mountain. Which, let's go with probably shouldn't do. But it would be easier if, you know, these buses and all that would stop at only one location, drop things off. I think it might be okay if they have additional stops, but we'll see. I think I need to increase the number of buses coming out here anyway. It's tough to tell, though. Because what I can kind of do is set up a chain, like they'll drop off people here and then they'll drive like over here and drop off more people. On the other hand, let me maybe do just a little work with the tunnel here. Or, hang on, I think I need to use my measuring tool. So like hypothetically, yeah, this is only like 300 meters. Like a tunnel or a catwalk otherwise should just be able to reach this plant. I hope. It'll be fine. Does this produce... Yeah, it produces hazard waste, but it doesn't produce any, like, radioactive waste. So we're okay, I think. It also barely uses any chemicals, although 3 times as much as the other type. So, about here, it should be good. Although, yeah, this thing will not be on the electrical grid or anything else. Actually, it's a little bit of a problem. I need, I think, a little bit of space just so I can get electricity out here. Alright. But yeah, I mean, I'm honestly mostly concerned about the, like, overpass. I guess I should use concrete instead of steel. Yeah, that makes sense. Since I do produce the concrete locally and all that. Ooh, there is no way I'm getting an overpass over that. Yeah, there's just 2 buildings there. Not a chance. Ooh, hold on. No, yeah. Okay, that's fine. It's not entirely unexpected that I may... Okay, yeah, there's nothing in the way underground, so this should be relatively easy. Yeah, it's not entirely unexpected for me to simply need to do this. Alright. The total length is actually only about 236 meters. In short, nothing. It's perfect. Like this alone at this point, yeah, can now reach that. Importantly, I will need a footpath that connects this up, since that would be the only way for this to be accessible for building. And I guess kind of same here. There we are. Okay. So yeah, getting a uranium conversion plant set up. Or, yeah, nuclear fuel fabrication. We have the conversion plant. Yeah, getting one of these running, I think, ought to be good. And then, of course, also getting the nuclear reactor running. I'm a little hesitant to place it this close. But, I don't know. It seems like it should be safe. This thing produces, at this point, less than 4 tons a year. Like, realistically, 3.6 since we have the 15% reduction, right? So, that's pretty good. That should produce basically no pollution. So why am I afraid then? That is a good question. To be fair, I think I'm afraid because, one, it's a nuclear power plant, and I respect it. And 2, I've never managed to actually build one before. So, who knows? Alright. Aluminum production. Here's on the power plant. Gas power plant. What else do I need? I know solar power actually sucks out here. Apparently that's one of the drawbacks of the Asian map, is the rain destroys solar power plant efficiency. And makes it a lot lower than normal. Which is fair, I suppose. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not, like, super aggressively researching this. Advanced engineering. Let's go with that. But yeah, since this actually produces some pollution, I do want to store it farther away. Okay, yeah, something like this works. Yep. I don't know, do I want to, like... It would actually be potentially really good that I can decommission this coal power plant. Because I do pay for its fuel, right? And, like, I pay for a fair bit. So... yeah. And nuclear waste actually isn't that expensive on a per ton basis to export. Like, 1 ton of nuclear waste is 3,000, right? And, like, so we'll just say 1,000 tons of coal. is roughly equivalent. Not quite, but yeah. So like this will use, let's see, 1 ton. Fuck. Actually, how much does the nuclear power plant use? Man, this is gonna be some math. Alright. So 1 ton. Oh yeah, no wait. I don't care how much nuclear fuel it consumes, really. The main thing is it produces 1/4 of a ton, or 5% of a ton, 2.3% of a ton per day, for 6 times the output. 120 tons would, yeah. So, yeah. My ballpark math says that is very favorable. I suppose the downside is it consumes the nuclear fuel, and I don't get to sell the nuclear fuel. Which actually is a fair point, because I think the nuclear fuel is worth loads. Like, holy shit. Like, I'm at UF6 right now, which is pretty solid, you know, 12, 13 grand a ton. Nuclear fuel is 300,000 per ton. And I think the conversion ratio is like only like 10 to 1 or something. I don't know. Let me double check. Let's double check, shall we? Oh god, it's only like 4 to 1. So that's what, like 12,000, 60,000 turns into 300? Plus however the fuck much that is in chemicals. Don't know. That's a rounding error. So, yeah, that's a terrifyingly large amount of profit from the nuclear fuel fabricator. Okay. Yeah, I'm sold. I'm down. Stuff's getting built. Make sure we actually approve the infrastructure as well. And get all the construction offices working on this. Oh no, why is there an electricity problem? Oh yeah, I guess that's the reason I keep thinking about building a nuclear power plant, because I do actually need more power. Yeah, I feel like if I'm going to do that though, you know what? Spend. Research me a gas power plant. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I'm actually kind of thinking about putting a gas power plant back here. It would fall with sort of the same idea as here, although I'd probably need to improve my footpaths, which is fine. But that, like I said, that's mostly fine, I think. Yeah, and it would diversify my power a lot. Mainly it would, you know, mean I don't use as much coal, which will bring down the price of coal. Although I'm concerned with the fuel I import, because I import fuel and that increases the price of oil as well, since it's part of the production chain. I think. Eh, maybe not. On the other hand, let's get OPEC. Pipeline with Western countries. So when I complete that tech, the next tech, yeah, is OPEC membership. Yeah, it stabilizes oil export prices. I don't know what it'll do for oil import prices, but it seems like a good idea. You know? And it also seems like something I could set up to have a pipeline come in from like here, and it wouldn't be too bad. Or alternatively, I could set it up closer to here, where that way it'd be a much shorter pipeline. Yeah, that makes the most sense. So I think I'll probably do that. Unfortunately, yeah, well. If I just have one bus, it doesn't have to be fast, it only needs like 20 people. No, that wouldn't work. Because they can't wait until unloaded. They'll try and get off and... Oh, no, wait. I know what to do, though. Well, no. I don't think there really is a way to do it. That's the problem. I do not want to put the power plant in this industrial sector because I want it to be on a separate bus line. Which suggests to me that it should be placed over here. Which is fair. Oh, I'm not sure if I showed off something, by the way. For the record, I did start a synthetic pipeline and get that built, so it's going over here. Which helps these fields a fair bit. Unfortunately, they still definitely need the compost, but that should be alright. So I'm going to set this as a pickup. I'm going to set this as a pickup. The customs house will always be lower priority. And I'm going to set that as a drop-off. And they're 80 tons. So it should be safe to set this to like 90% storage. And that should be good. Yeah. Although, I could use the small ones. Oh, no, I can't. I have to use the big ones. Which sucks. The reason I have to use the big ones, for the record, is because I need big loading to load from here efficiently. The small ones load from the transfer station super slow. Still, this'll do. Honestly, yeah, just get like 5 of them. Or all 12 of them. That's fine. You just sit there, apparently, and do nothing. At some point, I'm sure you had a task. Not these days. Anyway, so yeah. Mentally, that means, like, that puts to me to try and either, like, put an industrial sector out here, or I'm gonna need a thing. Also, there is a traffic jam notice, but I'm gonna ignore it. It's just these things trying to load this place up. Honestly, I might recall these two. It looks like we do not need, like, that much gravel. So, it's working out well. On the side note, how is that doing for my economy? Like last month. Yeah. UF6 is really just becoming my main freaking export at this point, and the main funding for my economy. I exported 700,000 last month, of which 300,000 was UF6, so yeah. That says a lot. So I think setting up a gas power plant here still makes the most sense. Even if, in the end, I decide to just, I don't know, get like a gravel road. I could probably get a gravel road through here. Maybe. It looks like it would be pretty crap, that's for sure. Might have to do a little work. Or I could import from here. Yeah, I definitely don't want to do that. That'd be such a long drive, and the power plant will likely consume a fair bit of, like, oil, yeah. So I would need a lot of trucks importing if I'm not, like, coming from a closer border post. So we're definitely going to need to try and navigate the jungle here. The topography map can probably help. There is no way through there. Looks like my best way through is actually over here. Although even that is pretty questionable, but I think it is still the best I've got. At which point, I'm not sure this is really going to help. Because, man, is this going to be like a weird and crooked road. Well, maybe not. But yeah, trying to get, God, yeah. Assuming I can get it through, which is not a guarantee. Alright. Come on, we're almost there. Woo, baby! From river plane to river plane. Perfect. Honestly, I feel like the pipeline is the correct call. Well, the problem is it's not, because there's no real way I can get a pumping station. And get all that set up. Well, I don't know. Let's find out. I'm not actually, I guess, that opposed to trying. But I feel like I'm gonna not be able to. Yeah. Because this thing needs a friggin' thing every, like, yeah, 500 meters. Which is super annoying. Like, it's not impossible, but... There we go. This should be how I get through this obstruction zone. Which, yeah, can be arranged. For sure. Ooh, I think I can make it here. Which would shorten the pipe a fair bit. So, I think there's a way. Infrastructure projects. So, the real question, I guess, is how far over can I get this liquid pumping station? Actually pretty far. Nice. Okay, well, I don't know why that is uncancelable. Done. Okay, there we are. Yeah, so build an underground pipe to here. Build an underground pipe. Yeah, it's gonna be tight, but not impossible. Just barely. Alright. So with that in mind, that opens up the possibility for us to use the gas power plant. That's huge. Alright. Do I even need a gravel road? Yes. The fucking monsoon rains will destroy me. Getting people out here for construction is going to be impossible. Especially without a gravel road. At a bare minimum. Because, yeah, like... so many miles from the highway. I'm still not even sure I can get out of here. Although I'll try. This might be a better job for, like, helicopter construction offices in terms of people. Yeah. Yeah, this might be a better job for the helicopter office. I'll give it that. Let's see if we can find and wiggle our way down. Perfect. Alright, so... There's not a downgrade button. I know there's like a road upgrade button somewhere. At least I think there is. But yeah. So we might just employ helicopter-based construction to get this situated. Because that seems like it makes a lot more sense. I'm gonna be honest here. Alright. That will then allow my... Oh no, of course, now I have to wiggle my way back through all this. Or at least try to. In theory, there's a path, and like, there's been a little bit of terrain editing, which should make it easier. Because anytime I place a road, there is terrain editing. Of course, it still requires me to remember and follow the path I took. Easier said than done. Almost there. There we are. Let's peel you back a bit so I can make a turn. And yeah, we're through. Alright. There we go. And then I can just bring this. Well, I mean, in theory, I've been meaning to extend the highway out anyway, right? So let's maybe just extend the highway out. Sure, from here out it's going to be a dirt highway, but who cares? If nothing else, I think it's a perfectly fine blueprint. Alright. Perfect. This is now all legally accessible by road. Okay. Gas power plant's still underway. And we make a note on that. Let's go. Fast. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, it is this one, right? Oh shit, 80 tons of fertilizer. Fuck. Alright, well, that is, that is deeply unfortunate. Okay, well, good job, my little distribution office. You've done great. The only thing from now on you are going to load or unload are fertilizers, though. On the plus side, this means that we do have enough fertilizer that these fields can now be farmed around the clock. Which should help. Downside. I need some spare waste trucks. Crap. Well, you know, at least the only thing this can store is fertilizer, so. Let's maybe just cancel the assignment for now, and, yeah. Unfortunately, since it's a dump, it's also going to take forever to load from, which doubly sucks and will gimp my ability to start the farming fields there. Maybe not necessarily, because what else I can do is set up a drop point here, allowing them to drop off fertilizer. So, yeah, they'll be able to drop off the fertilizer to the farm directly, at least. The synthetic fertilizer pipe has not yet been laid out here, but we don't really need it to start. So, let's see. I just want to check here. How many fields do you have? Great. Technically in 2 different towns. Well, the minimum fertility is going to be 150%. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. As expected. But, you know, still just want to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then I don't think I need to count these, because there's 30 spots, so yeah. We will need a distribution office, which is fine. And the railway is almost there, so that's good. No, it definitely needs to be a medium distribution office. I actually don't know if I really need a medium distribution office. No, you know what? Actually, let's keep gravel. Maybe I don't. I'm going to operate under the assumption I do. Typically, I would want a truck for every field, but I don't... Like, the crops can lay on the field for a little bit and don't rot super fast in this biome. So it can be useful, certainly, to take advantage of that. It looks like the tunnel's done. That underpass is also done, so we're just waiting on this one, which is almost there. Perfect. next we should have some fertilizer getting dropped off here. Yeah. So... did I not buy a plastic? Like, oh yeah, there. I just did not put it in a depot. So, anyway. Load plastic waste. No, sorry. Load the plastic waste. Wait until loaded. And then just unload it. There. Go. Alright. So, that'll get sorted eventually. Alright. That also means I think I can terminate a truck. Because, yeah, there's... you really aren't super needed anymore. Your job has been outsourced to a distribution office. Excellent. These places actually have almost enough fertility as is to farm, but not quite. Alright. That's going good. And how comes gas power plant? We're almost there. So the inclusion of a gas power plant, let's see. So yeah, I think I've settled on here as for where I'm going to put it. So I'm still going to need to continue, I think, pumping this liquid along as I do. I think here at least I can go to above ground piping. There shouldn't be too many more hills. I don't know, how much distance can I get? Ugh, finally use an underground pipe to tell. That might just be a little bit too long. On the other hand, like how long was this? Only 400 meters, so I can actually go further here. So let's push the liquid pumping station out a bit further. Because the fewer of these that I have to build, the better, honestly. There. And then... yeah, I can definitely connect to a power plant there. Alright. So yeah, that's going to be a fair bit of a nuisance. I can't actually do that tech right now. I need this to be finished so that way I can start researching OPEC. Well, I guess honestly it doesn't matter. I know when I place it, it unresearches the tech. Actually, it might not. I don't know. It's been a while since I placed one of these. Might be when I like, complete it or something. So we'll find out. Yeah, I'll place a lake here. There we are, yeah. So I think it just immediately unresearched the tech, which is a little bit annoying. And surprisingly, I'm still going to need an additional liquid pump here. But it's in the flatter area, so... oh, son of a... yeah, it's in a flat area, so it's not too bad. Gotta love pipelines. There we are. Alright, so that is a complete line from here to here, allowing me to import oil directly. That will hopefully help, eventually. Yeah, the side of town's really struggling. So I'm probably going to want to just put down some more, like, things. I think in general, I'm also going to cut our power exports at this point. There. Because I think it's actually not super profitable anymore. Just due to the whole coal power plant thing. Which is fine. Alright. Stupid train comes by and steals all the uranium oxide that they're using. Alright. But yeah, it's good to see that we're, like, getting the UF6 produced in such great quantity. Alright, so we've got our gas power plant researched. Good. Alright. This, I think, makes the most sense. Like this, maybe? We'll find out. Okay, do you have, yeah, you do have distance. That's perfect then. Anyway, this should also be able, if we're lucky, yeah, link there. Alright, so that is everything required to set up the gas power plant. And nuclear fuel fabrication. Good. We also now have, I think, you know, a pretty consistent source of crops, and I don't think it's actually going to cost us that much on the import. Like, yeah. Fertilizer is dumb cheap to the point where I question if I should even be producing it myself. I still will for the sake of it, but, you know. And yeah, it won't be too long before this one's ready to go. Yeah, I should get started soon, I hope. And we're back, sorry about that. So, let's see. Oh. I spy with my little eye 1,000,001 combines, slowly but steadily blocking all of my traffic. Which, yep, fair enough. They will do that. Luckily, that's why we kind of use the, you know, 2-lane road system. So that way, at least most of the time, there shouldn't be too many problems. I think I really need to set this up a little bit better, though. So, this should improve the flow of traffic, question mark. Although I think I have to hit save before this will actually change anything, won't it? Although that doesn't make any sense. Number 5 is a do not enter. Yes, that's fine. Yeah, maybe not. Certainly has... Well, no, it should be fine most of the time. Fire extinguished. Good job. So yeah, I think I'm going to roll out assigned constructions. The construction of the pipe network. To the helicopter depot. What do you mean no construction offices have paths to this construction? Oh yeah, I guess this road never actually got finished, so that would be why. So we'll just have to make a service road around the unfinished bit, which is fine. Okay. Yeah, we have no path to that construction right now, but that's okay. Yeah, we've got a lot of ongoing construction now to do. And it's in a fairly awkward position. But the improvement and diversification of my power grid, I think, is kind of worth it. In general, so we'll see. And plus, I mean, having like an extra power plant here, I think it makes settling a lot of other places a lot more possible. Because like there's kind of sort of a function for how far away from like, and also how many cities I can reasonably support off power plants, right? So an extra power plant here certainly makes like the possibility of settling this valley up there. Or I could extend the highway along this. And like maybe replace this bridge and settle here. Like I got oil. Theoretically, it's some iron. And I'm practiced until I can find a way to settle down here. I doubt that's going to help. But, you know, maybe, just maybe, getting an oil refinery. Getting plastics. Oh, no, wait. Shit. Well, I mean, it's still an oil refinery anyway. I thought I always assume I would need fuel, but turns out you always just need unrefined petroleum for everything, and I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, so I could get a plastics factory set up out here. Because honestly, out here seems like a pretty solid place for a lot of the stuff. So, that might be worth it. I suppose we'll see. In the meantime, we've still got like an incredible amount of work to do on a lot of projects. On the plus side, I assume this is now started. Ah yes, the vehicles are without fuel. That is fair. Alright, I do have a distribution office, which I assume has not yet been assigned to distribute to here. It also looks like it's starting to struggle a bit. So I might need a larger distribution office. Yeah, I should get on top of a fuel distribution network, you know? It is kind of critical and important that I keep that going, otherwise my entire republic can and will crash and burn. So, you know, I'm going to try and stay on top of that, I think. Let's see. Do I just want it here? Hold on, no, it's state infrastructure? No. It's definitely general cargo. There we go. Having it out here kind of makes sense to me. Because, like, for the most part, I think they're going to be picking up from this border for a long time. And I guess that's okay. So, let's do that. Maybe someday. Nuclear power plant, but maybe not there. You know? I mean, honestly, with such a, like, small pollution footprint, I can basically put this thing in the middle of cities. And it's just fine. Not quite in the middle, but you know. Well, we'll see. Yeah. The Zaporozhye reactor is maybe a little bit overpowered with producing only 4.2 tons of pollution a year. Like, that is so little pollution. Let's see. Yeah, like clothing factories could do. How are we doing, by the way, on... Oh, no. Ah, yes. We appear to be... Yeah, we are out of clothing. What's going on with that? Ah. Sorry, assign machine replacement mode. I see. Yeah, there is ongoing replacement part. Yeah, we need to focus on that one, guys. Okay. You have 6 chemicals in power. Yeah, fair enough. Well, that's probably going to take a little bit longer now. Yeah. Yikes. Clothing quality is deteriorating. So, you know, on the topic of things that can casually blow up my republic every so often. Surprise clothing shortage. Surprise fuel shortage is also in the friggin' cards. Yeah, how are we doing, by the way? Not well. Like, we have some fuel, but we're definitely going to start having shortages if I'm not careful. Let's increase the timing here. Alright. That is, I think, correct. Although 1 and 3 are do not enters. 4 and 2 are the good ones. Yeah, the multi-crossroad tool isn't always great. The 3 is a do not enter. The 4 is priority. Yeah, the 1 4 priority. There. Anyone currently on the highway has priority, you know? That is how that works. That is how that will always work. There. Dear Lord. Yeah, I really do need to, like, just kind of work on my traffic systems. I know, I put it off, and now I reap the reward. Or lack thereof, anyway. Sure. That's also fine. There. But yeah, at least this should be a little bit better now in terms of traffic flow. Okay. only takes a couple deliveries. We should be alright. Should. Yeah, unfortunately so many vehicles are now tied up trying to build this system. Which, for the record, I'm also going to have to supply with power. I don't know about that one. I don't think that needs to be supplied with power. But, yeah. Those two definitely will. And unless I can, yeah, I'm not getting both of those in a substation, so... Get both of those in a substation, though. Alright. So add that to the list of shit we need to build. Which includes a switch. 2 switches. And actually, that's it. So that's something. At least it's fairly easy to get this stuff all placed. There we are. There, so that hooks up the electrical. Yeah, I mean, I'm making honestly enough money where I'm not too worried about spending a little extra on the construction, so that's fine. The main thing to do is make sure we get this damned reconstruction done. Alright. Oh, good. Looks like these are getting sowed and fertilized. Should be good. How are we doing on emptying this dump? It's getting there. It's going to be a little while, though, for sure. Alright. Yeah, we're really starting to come along, and I think we kind of now have the infrastructure for a second population center. Like, I'm still debating where necessarily I want to put it, but it's looking good. Okay, so I think we talked about this, but, plastics. Yeah, plastics would be good. We've got semiconductors, plastics, electronic circuits would all be good. We'll need aluminum at some point. Maybe an airport. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Just needs a little bit more gravel. Alright, so what have you got for output again? Yeah, you get 2 high voltage outputs. Good. Because, yeah, I'm going to want to send a high voltage line over here for sure to get, you know, 6 odd, actually probably even more. Because what I can do is use a switch into a pair of transformers to get me 12 hooks. And the reason I might want to do that is because then I can lay underground cabling. I only get like 1.85 megawatts off that, but I mean, honestly, that's still fine. The fact I'm going to be looking to like seed these in awkward areas in town. Get a little more juice flowing. And it'll also be good to set up like more power systems over here and even for here. Because getting redundant power system, you know, is very important. It's very possible that, say, oh, I don't know, my coal plant catches fire someday, and then I'm without power completely, which would suck. We don't want that. So it'd be good to have, like, at least some capacity for stuff to not suck. There we are. And there we go. Yeah, also build that whenever you get the chance. Yeah, there's a lot of ongoing construction. But, you know, we're building a Grand Republic here. It's actually turning out very well, and I quite like it. Sign that. So, are you actually able yet? No, because this pedestrian underpass is not yet built. Okay. I don't know, what do I do with 0.4? Like, realistically, I'm not going to use all of the UF6 to convert. Like, there's definitely no way, because I would need multiple. So we're still going to have some spare UF6 that is going to be exported for sure. You look worn. Okay. You know what? I should have looked at my vehicles. No, hold on. Yeah, list. List of vehicles and buildings. Here we go. The thing I want. Show wear and tear. Well, yeah, we've got a couple that are a little high. Why are you a problem? Ah, yes, this is fair. You're not necessarily something I considered when I set things up originally, because there's no repair station out here. So any vehicle that operates solely in this region and never enters here, or maybe it will. Yeah, the area is kind of serviced. Just kind of. But yeah, not great. Is that the one that I think? No. Okay, so that's a different one. So yeah, we have that one waste truck that looks like it's not able to get serviced, which is fair. I'm trying to think if there's any way I could get like this area to be covered by the service, but I don't think so. Because, like, theoretically, I could do this. And by doing that, I have legally on paper shortened the distance slightly. You know? I'm not sure if that actually helped, but it's something. It's a bit amusing, if nothing else. Oh well. I think it's kind of working pretty well, though. In the grand scheme of things. God. Yeah, I feel like my construction sector is stretched a little bit far. Oh no. So anyway, about that fuel crisis. Okay. Never mind. This is now high priority. We might be in deep shit. Yeah, I mean, I've got an extra thing here. So, like, if I just tell you to empty that. And just load fuel. Unload fuel. Just unload fuel here. Go. Like, I need an extra fuel tanker now. Don't care. Just need an extra fuel tanker right the hell now. Yeah, we're definitely consuming a little more fuel than anticipated. I think we're okay though. Like, I still do have a fuel distribution system. It's just insufficient. Of course, that may cause further problems down the line. We'll see. Okay, this is... Yeah, everything's back and up and running. Good. So that means clothes will get delivered. Hopefully. Which should hopefully stop most of our problems. Or so we hope. But, at the bare minimum, getting a extra fuel tanker to like just drop off here should hopefully stop this from being too crippling. You know? Because that's really what it is this has to not be too crippling until we can alleviate the problem. You just can never go. Oof. Left turns are hell. Alright. There we are. 28 tons of fuel here. That should be enough to fuel up everything. And help it out. God, we have so many extra workers waiting. I definitely need more industrial sector. Yeah, I guess I was talking about how, I could get so fast here. So the bauxite mine and bauxite processing out here is starting to look mighty good as yet another industry. I think it's still going to be a little while. There's just a lot of shit to do. And I feel like I need to let my construction sector play catch up while I build, you know, like this pipe network, which, yeah, it's going to take forever. That's okay. You aren't actually going to have a problem because you're owned by the construction office, so... Yeah, you're fine. If it's controlled by the AI, it doesn't matter if it runs out of fuel. Because the game gives you kind of like a grace in that it doesn't want the AI to just break your fuel system. Or, like, strand all of your vehicles without fuel. Which is probably for the best, mind you. Like... But I'm not going to lie, I abuse it a little bit. In that it allows me to just kind of not worry about the more far-flung constructions as much. Yeah, everything's just coming in here to get the fuel. And, I mean, hey, it's working. Like, the fuel line isn't so bad anymore. Not so bad. Oh, shit. Yeah, the distribution thing just cannot take it. We'll be alright. At least I'm pretty sure. But it's still not great. This is now fully constructed. Good. Yeah, wow. It looks like the rail network is actually fully built now. Nice. That's actually super cool. Still, I guess, have this part to do, which, given I was just talking about extending the system over here, makes me believe that this might be, in fact, a good idea to get constructed. Because then that'll get me more access to the bauxite mine. a lot of shit going on over here. No one building the new fuel distribution office, though. Come on, guys. Need ya. Get to work. We're actually doing well. 15,000 people. Oh, and we still have no excess issues with population. Not by much, anyway. I think we may have had a problem, like, more serious of a problem. Yeah, the lack of clothes is one thing. Although clothing quality is increasing again. Like, we may have had a minor die-off. Or maybe a bunch of people escaped. Yeah, it looks that way. Yeah, 80 escapes. There we are. Yeah. Oh, shit, we are at 18,000. I don't even know. Yeah, then something went wrong. That will just happen. Every now and again, I'm going to screw up. Or something will escape my notice. Because I am, in fact, not perfect. I know it may shock some of you. But it is the truth. Yeah, I think with the second farm, I'm gonna need also to set up the railway distribution office. And have maybe this train just doing the exports from now on. Like, that would be pretty reasonable, yeah. And actually, do I even want the train doing exports? No, I don't. Because I want the distribution office handling everything. Because the distribution office will also allow me to distribute the food, booze, and clothes all to my local warehouses. And electronics, I suppose. Which then can be distributed to the population. Because in theory, I want to be able to scale beyond this singular city. And that's why I built this rail distribution office. Because that is exactly what it needs to do. So let's think. Here. And here for loading. Here as well for loading. Here and here for unloading. Still under construction. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright. For now, though, system happiness is too low. Yeah, I don't blame them. Yeah, things are a little bit better now. But yeah, we're definitely suffering from clothing shortages. At least I think things are better. Or at least improving, if nothing else. Yikes. Clothing empty. Yeah. Might need more clothing soon, because that does seem to be causing some problems. I'm still kind of concerned that's sitting there out of fuel. It may be that this is now actually incapable of movement. Because there's just no local gas station. I hope that you're not blocking. And like, what the hell's happened here? You're trying to tell me that everyone's heading here? No, you're not. Oh, there we are. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what to do about this traffic jam. Okay. I think you might be the cause of it. No. I'm just gonna have to sell vehicles, I think, until I can find the one that's responsible. Okay, yeah, it was that one. Alright, it's kind of concerning because I definitely might need another refrigerated one. Huh. Oh, due to the fuel shortage, that's why you were driving out there. Where the frig does the meat even come from here? I guess I have distribution offices. That's why. Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, so that's also probably another problem that people are fucking dying from. I'm trying to get this all sorted. Nobody said it was going to be easy, though. Alright, so yeah, you're going to load meat there, unload meat here, or wait until unloaded. Go. At least I think for the most part we've got the fuel shortage under control, thanks to the extra cistern. Now we freed up this cistern, which I think just kind of got trapped originally. So this, yeah, this is going to refuel here, which should, yeah, break this one out of its trance. Because it can now get the fuel it needs. There's like a limited range of like 1 kilometer or something around them, where as long as there's a fuel depot, like they will go to it. A fuel depot that has fuel, explicitly, I should state. So yeah. But, not bad. This is marked high priority since I do need to get, like, a better fuel distributor. It's pretty obvious we're suffering from some problems. And it needs to be addressed. Ooh, that's a lot of reconstruction, too. Yikes. Yeah, my construction sector is swamped, which is not good. Not good at all. Well, that will be fine, probably. I hope. I hope we'll be fine. How's our criminality, by the way? 1%? Yep. Okay. Because we definitely just nearly suffered a happiness spiral problem, so. And I guess aren't even out of the woods yet. There are... Oh yeah, this is a 3-pronged intersection because of how this is set up, isn't it? Come on, turn. Alright, so I will put the turnaround there. There. One of the things I definitely kind of made a mistake about was setting up all these turnarounds. I think the correct way to do it is to actually set up like a turnaround at each side of the city entranceway and just kind of have them do that and dance like that, and it's okay. And it dramatically improves the flow of traffic. Like, I mean, we're already seeing this dramatically improve the flow of traffic as is, so. Just from me eliminating these random cut-throughs I put in. So. That should help. There's at least a lot fewer of them, so we should suffer less traffic issues. I hope. Slowly just trying to improve everything as we go. Good. But yeah, I mean, we're making progress. I'm building for the drinking water. This still just isn't done. By the way, don't let workers from outside the CO in here. It's pretty clear it's not going to help them. You know, they just need a lot more resource deliveries that are not going to come for a while. Alright. Someday this will be empty of plastic. Alright. And with that, thank you everyone for watching. I have been your Keelvin, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.